Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dimma as class. Okay, now I recently changed the name of this channel from D Trends to Dimma as class. In case you didn't know, I have another channel, Dimma Tutorials, where I teach the English language. Now this channel is dedicated to students who are going to sit for government JAMB exams. Okay, so if you are sitting for government, okay, in JAMB UTME, please make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can see my older videos and be notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, now in the last video I stopped at question 23 of JAM 2021 government past questions. Okay, I stopped at question 23. So today I'm going to continue from question 24. Okay, the Nigerian military government launched the second national development plan in 1970 purposely. We have option A to develop all the disadvantaged states, B to accelerate the development of the country, C for rapid economic and social development of the country after the Civil War, and D to further the cause of a united, strong, and self reliant nation. Now, the second National Development Plan was launched in 1970, shortly after the end of the Civil War, during General Yakubu Gowon's administration, as a means of reconstructing and the facilities that were damaged during the war and to promote economic and social development throughout the country. Okay, so the National Development Plan that was launched in 1970 was mainly to rehabilitate Nigeria. Okay, to rehabilitate the whole country. Okay, not a section of the country, but the whole country. Okay, we have option A to develop all the disadvantaged states. Of course, it's not. Okay, not just for all the disadvantaged states. It's for the whole country. So it's not only for disadvantaged states. We have option B to accelerate the development of the country. This is also not the correct answer, okay, because the National Development Plan was to rehabilitate, okay, rehabilitate the country economically and socially after the Civil War, okay, so it's not the correct answer. Now, option C, we have for rapid economic and social development of the country after the Civil War. Okay, so this is the correct answer. The plan is intended for rapid economic development, okay, by creating job opportunities and social development of the country by unifying Nigeria and ensuring social justice, equity, and peaceful coexistence of every part of Nigeria, okay? And these are the intentions of the plan, of the National Development Plan in 1970. Okay, now option D to further the cause of a united, strong, and self reliant nation. Okay, this is not the correct answer. Okay, because the National Development Plan was majorly for rehabilitating Nigeria socially and economically after the war. So option C is the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. A feature unique to General Murtala Mohammed's Supreme Military Council as compared to that of Yakubu Gowon was we have option A, inclusion of civilians as members, B, exclusion of military governors from the council, C, inclusion of the Chief of Justice as a member, and D, the exclusion of the Inspector General of Police from the council. Now, the unique feature of General Murtala Mohammed's Supreme and Military Council as compared to that of General Yakubu Gowon's Supreme Military Council is in the decision making, okay? The formation of the decision making body. The decision making body in General Murtala Mohammed's Supreme Military Council. I hope you know what Supreme Military Council is. It's a body that ruled Nigeria, okay, after 1966 coup d'etat, okay. The difference between these two Supreme Military Council is in the decision-making process. General Murtala Mohammed involved civilians in decision-making process. He involved the top officials, the top government officials in and decision making process. But Yakubu Gowon did not do so. Okay. So Murtala Mohammed involved the civilians in decision making process, while General Yakubu Gowon did not involve the civilians in decision making process. Okay, now this is the major difference, the unique difference between these two administrations. There are other differences, but this is the major difference between these two administrations. Now let's look at the options and choose the correct. So we have inclusion of civilians as members. Of course, this is the correct answer. Okay, he included civilians as members. Now option B, we have exclusion of military governance from the council. No, he did not exclude military governance from the council. Yakubu Gowon had military governance in the council, and Murtala Mohammed also had military governance in the council, so it's not the correct answer. Option C, inclusion of Chief Justice as members. No. Option D, we have the exclusion of the Inspector General of Police from the council. This also is not the correct answer because the police were a member of the council in the two administrations, both in Yakubu Gowon's Supreme Military Council and General Murtala Mohammed's Supreme Military Council. Okay, so the correct answer is option A. Okay, now let's see the next one. We have 26. A major problem of military government in Nigeria we have option A, absence of proper accountability, B, abolition of the post of ombudsman, C, absence of the rule of law, and D, encouragement of foreign investors. The correct answer is option C, absence of the rule of law. During military regime, there was no rule of law. Okay, the members of the military were above the law. Okay, so there was no rule of law during the military regime in Nigeria. Okay, now let's see the next one. We have 27. In 1973, following an OAU resolution, Nigeria broke diplomatic relations with, we have option A, South Africa, B, France, C, Israel, and D, Cuba. Now the correct answer is option C, Israel. In 1975, at the urging of OA, that is Organization of African Unity, Nigeria broke formal ties with Israel, okay, in protest against Israel's occupation of Sinai, which was once a territory of Egypt. Okay, so they broke diplomatic relationship to protest Israel's occupation of Sinai, which was once a territory of Egypt. Question 28. Nigeria's foreign policy of non-alignment was a reaction to, we have option A, British imperialism, B, East-West ideological competition, C, militarism of ex-colonial powers, and D, world poverty. Now, the non-alignment policy is aimed at insulating Nigeria against having to take sides in the Cold War existing between the East, which is the Soviet Union, and West, which is America. Now, the non-alignment policy prevents Nigeria from taking sides or supporting any of the warring sides. Now, let's go back to the question and choose the correct answer. Nigeria's foreign policy of non-alignment was a reaction to that you have British imperialism. Of course, this is not the correct answer. Option B, East-West ideological competition. Of course, this is the correct answer. Okay, the East-West ideological competition is the Cold War that existed between America and Soviet Union, where America is on the socialist side and Soviet Union is on the communist side. Okay, now the non-alignment policy prevents Nigeria from taking sides with any of the warring sides. Okay, so option option B option B is the correct answer. Okay, option B, East-West ideological competition, is the correct answer. Option C, militarism of ex-colonial powers, is not correct. It's not related to education. It's not related to non-alignment policy. Now, option D, word poverty. Okay, it's also not correct. So the correct answer, you already know it, is option B. Alright guys, that'll be all for today. I hope you learned something new from it. In another video, which is gonna be very soon, I'll be uploading more questions. So please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button. It helps to promote this video and other videos on this channel on YouTube, and it also helps to get you notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, click on the subscribe button of this channel to help promote this channel on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in another video. Bye bye.